Already started shopping for that perfect gown, but what about the veil?
Now, there are so many veils that you can choose from. What looks good on one bride may not necessarily work for another bride. Right. Now, Stacey Sunenshall of White Chicago joins us now and has some examples and tips to help make your special day absolutely perfect. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
So, would you think the veil is an afterthought? Do brides usually go for the dress first?
Well, it's one thing. It's definitely part of the bridal look. So it's something you want to get the gown first, and then go for the veil next. We kind of come up with this one solution that says, if you think about the word less, it helps you shop for the veil.
Okay.
Less meaning length.
Less is more, right? Okay.
Well, that too. L for length, E for edging, S for shape, and the other S for swatch, for a color of the gown. Okay. So if you think about those things,
are you trying to make the veil go with the dress, or with the bride's shape of face, or with what she's going to do with her hair?
Great question. But what we try to do is all of the above, but mostly focusing on the style of the gown that you're wearing, because that's going to create the bridal look that you're trying to achieve.
Let's start with the models.
All right. So our first model is Tracy. This is a very classic traditional bride look. She's wearing a gown by Ann Barge, and ivory strapless, beaded top, full pickup skirt at the bottom. And as you can see, probably the main thing about this is she's wearing a blusher. A blusher is traditionally worn to cover your face during the ceremony, and then it's pulled back by either your dad as he walks you down the aisle and gives you away, or by your groom after that, or right before that kiss the bride moment.
Okay. Let's have you turn around so we can see that there.
Perfect. Okay. And as you can see too, it has a very long traditional cathedral length veil.
That was my question. What are you going to do when you're at the reception then?
Well, that's a great question, because as you can see, Tracy's going to go ahead and remove, this is a two-piece veil. So she can go ahead and remove the long cathedral length, and then now she can wear her blusher as an elbow length, just kind of classic fun look for dancing later.
You know what made me think of that? Because my husband spent our whole wedding reception
stepping on it.
I was so mad at him. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
okay, our next model.
Our next model is Rebecca. She is going for the very evening chic, Chicago downtown wedding. She's wearing a gown by Melissa Sweet. Strapless, more of a trumpet style, a little bit of a flair to it. Now for her veil, she's wearing it has a little edge to it. Gathered double layer waterfall veil with an organza trim cascading down the sides and the back.
Wow, the veil is okay. I'm so out of it. Veil is $450.
It is.
That's amazing. Why is it so expensive?
One is price is based on the trim, the amount of tulle that you're using, and also the cut. This one has a very circular shape, so it's a little bit different than just a straight down the sides.
Okay.
Our third model is Kyra, and she is more for the garden destination type wedding. She's wearing a Claire Pettibone from White Chicago, and very whimsical, delicate finishes. So with this, she's wearing a very simple elbow-length veil. And as you can see, although a veil is very traditional, it's not for every bride.
Right.
And so if you do opt to go for no veil, you can choose to add things like silk flowers, just to still add that bridal flair.
Okay. So what we've seen so far seems to be much simpler rather than something that has like a tiara in there and jewels and that sort of thing.
Well, you can always do that too. Those are still options, and brides are still doing that. But even too, like silk flowers are always nice, or things subtle and romantic.
Okay. And then one more. This is the shortest veil we've seen, right?
Yes, exactly. And this is our model Ursula, also my co-owner at White Chicago. So she's doing a little modeling for us today. She's wearing a very short gown with a short veil, more of a vintage look. It's called a face veil, and it should be below the chin but above the bust line.
Okay. And then let's see how that goes.
You just would either wear this
or take it off.
And then you just take it off.
So she doesn't have a microphone on. She says you would just wear this and not pull it back. Okay.
Exactly. This is more just for like a ceremony, kind of fun drama type look.
Okay, so really though, is there a secret to, and I think we go back to the question we had originally, is there a secret to getting the veil right with the dress? Because I mean, they're very similar, at the same time there is a difference. It seems so slight.
I don't think there's any secret that nobody knows about. It's more about being comfortable in what you're wearing. Don't let a veil overpower the gown that you're wearing as well. Let it complement.
Great. And for more information on the latest trends in wedding apparel and accessories, go to our website, abc7chicago.com. Click on See It on TV, and you'll find about everything that you've seen here today. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
And now, after a final